we've been doing for the longest time. I mean, we started back in 2019, and we are sitting here after January of 2025. That's 6 years we've spent under the hoods working on a product where essentially for us ensuring that the product really worked for an Indian consumer. We are not trying to build a copy of what other people think is right. We are trying to solve for what India wants, India needs. I mean, Akash spoke about how the gearbox is really helping or enhancing the feeling of being a motorcyclist, but India needs motorcycles. I mean, for multitude of reasons. And to be a motorcyclist or to be a motorcycle, for a product perspective, if you don't have a gearbox, you kind of miss the essence of what motorcycling is, and that's why we wanted to introduce a gearbox. Now, while we were introducing a gearbox, it wasn't easy. We had to redesign the motor, which means we had to go back to electronics, which means we had to go, trust me, it started with, we need a gearbox to, we need to design everything in-house. That conversation didn't take very long. The output of it took 6 years in the making, multiple cycles of testing, validation, really ensuring that anything that could ever potentially go wrong is addressed. So I'll give you an example of Ahmedabad heat. Trust me, I hope none of you guys are to face it, but 48 degrees Celsius at 4 p.m. and most two-wheelers are parked out in the sun. You don't really have parking for two-wheelers.
That made me feel like this is exactly why I wake up every single morning, and I feel like this is exactly what I want to do, right? So then the feeling of fresh air that actually hits your face when you're on a two-wheeler, the feeling of freedom. I'm sure most of us can actually resonate with these few specific thoughts. The idea of how when you want to make an overtake and you just have to, for a fact that you just got to downshift and pull your bike through. Or the idea of how you've got to pull out of a very tight corner, and at that particular time you're not really sure what you're supposed to do, but then you know that you're going to get all the control in the world the minute you actually downshift. These are the few things that make you feel like the motorbike is a part of you, right? It's just an extension of your identity. And this, I believe, is an emotion that most of us motorcyclists actually live by. And whether it is a morning ride to the CCD at Kolar, or if we're going to have Tatte Idli at Bidadi, it doesn't really matter. Or say a longer ride where we're going all the way to BRLs, it doesn't really matter because you're one with the bike. Now, this particular emotion that we actually talk about is something that we at Matter actually wanted to bring to every single rider. This excitement of riding is something that we wanted to bring to every single rider. And about 6 years back when we started